Hi guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a little bit different. As you can see, I have my laptop here, and that's because I want to redo my website, which is where I host my portfolio, and occasionally I sell prints and stickers on there. So I made this site 2 to 3 years ago, and I update the content pretty frequently, but last year I gave it like a whole new look, and honestly I just think that it does not reflect my work anymore and me as a designer. So here's the thing, changing your website is very overwhelming. It's very stressful. Sometimes I take like days into it, which is what I did for this video, but now I'm going to like go back in and kind of analyze or talk to you guys about what I did and my working process. So I had been putting off this for a while, but I do want to change it up. I do want to clean it up, so let's get started. Okay, so as you guys can see here, this is the old website, and this is a landing page, which is also the home page. It has my logo up here. It says my name, graphic designer and illustrator. This has a shopping bag because I did say that I do occasionally sell prints and stickers, which is why there's a shopping bag. Clearly has my Instagram. If you scroll to the bottom, it has my various socials: Instagram, Vimeo, YouTube, and LinkedIn, my full legal name, the website you're on, and this one just says featured projects. These aren't clickable, and my menu is on the left side. My biggest problem with my website right now is my menu. I like the placement of it, but functionality is just not great. Don't really like the font anymore. So like if you look here, if I hover over projects and I try to like scroll through the sub menus, it's not that hard because I'm the one who like made it, so I know how to use it. But I've heard from people that if you go too fast, sometimes it just like doesn't show up, or it like goes away too quickly, which is why I'm trying to change my menu. I kind of want it on top now, and let's kind of go through it really fast. In the about, has my name, has a very old photo of me. Well, it's actually a year old. I look very different because I changed up my hair, but it's only a year old photo. It has my name, a quick intro about me. You can download my resume and contact me. The colors on my old site is the branding identity that I did, which is why like everything has that like color palette. And at the time I did not like white. I don't know what I was going through. I just didn't like a white background, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be quirky and not use white and use this like yellow. But now to me it just looks dirty, so I don't like the background color anymore. I still like my peach color and that blue. I just don't like the yellow background. It makes everything look dirty and makes me feel like my eyes need to be cleaned out. So that's the about. And then if you click on projects, it's actually not clickable. You have to hover over it and go through the different stuff, which I also need to reorganize because I think this is just messy anymore. I want to take out game design and photography and put that in like my personal work, because I don't really do that professionally, and I'm not going to. I don't plan on it. Those are just old stuff that I did that I still want to keep on my site. I just don't want people to reach out and ask if I still do that. My main focus will be graphic design, and I didn't add illustration in there, which is funny because I'm a graphic designer / illustrator. So if you go click on graphic design, see the link doesn't even, the clicking is very hard. It's also very slow. So if you click on graphic design, here are all of the projects that I've done. I do like the layout of having like the square, because people don't have to scroll through the bottom just to see each project. It's kind of very obviously laid out here. I do think I can use my empty space a lot better. So I have all of them. These are all linked. I'm not going to click on all of them because there are names of other people that I've collaborated with on here that I don't feel like blurring out, but I will click on the ones that I've did myself. For the BLM donation one, if you click on the box, it'll bring it here. I have my intro. I do like the layout of just the name of the page you're on, the intro, or like a quick blurb about it, and I think I have it in a gallery mode. I don't really like the scrolling down thing. This I don't mind. I think it's very simple. I have it labeled motion graphics, and then on the bottom it's videography projects. So game design, I have my projects within the folder as well, and you can click on them, go through them. Like this here looks messy. It looks like I just collaged it, like nothing is in the same line. I don't mind. I do like the layout of having the galleries and then the blurb with the name and then the go-to link for the blogs, but I don't like how I have it like left, right. So yeah, okay, quick recap of everything I didn't like on my project, or not my project, but my page. What I want to change is definitely the menu. It's hard to navigate, hard to use. Second thing, the yellow background makes things look messy. I think I have issues with the color. I don't like how a lot of decisions that I made at the time makes my portfolio look too messy and very slow. So I want to go for a more organized, minimalistic look. Maybe not minimalistic, but definitely organized, clean, easy to navigate. Just something that is so user friendly that no one will have any complaints about finding things. So let's get started. Step one is to come up with ideas. This is where you do your research and you find your inspiration, so you can look at other graphic designers on the internet or other people's websites, portfolios, anything you want to pull inspiration from and maybe incorporate into your own site, so you can have like someone's UI that you like, and then you have someone's page layout, and then you can combine that and kind of like make it into your own website. So for me, I had done my research, I did my sketches, and I actually like to hand sketch, which is why it's in my old-fashioned like notebook. I originally wanted to redo my logo, which is another whole project in itself, and that was going to be tedious because that's coming up with a brand identity of having a logo, a color theme, the font. And after careful consideration, I do like my logo. I just thought I wanted something new, but if I do want something new, I will do that and maybe make a video about it down the line. So I kept my branding the same. Step two, it's your prep work. This is so important, because this is where you set up everything you need before you start making your website. And I didn't film the entire process of this because I kind of like, after doing 2% of this, I realized I want to film a video about it, and it's a great opportunity to document why I am doing or making the decisions that I am making, so maybe future me can look back at it and be like, that was not a great decision. This is where you do all of your pre website work to make sure everything is correct and you don't lose anything in the process. So I will be skipping the process of purchasing and setting up a domain because I already have one, and I technically am only like transferring slash re-editing, relayouting, redesigning my site. I'm not building a website from scratch. So I will be skipping that process. But first up, I duplicated the old website. I made sure that I made a copy of it, make 2 copies of it so I don't lose anything, and then I will also be able to use it as a reference. Even though I am changing a lot of it, some of the blurbs or explanations that I had typed I do like, and I just kind of want to like copy over. The next thing, make sure that you make a coming soon / under construction page and set it as your home page for now, and use it as a placeholder, because as you're working, if your site or gets a lot of traction and your site is something that like people constantly search up, you don't want them to see like the process of you working and like with all of the links broken and everything is super messy. So just set up a temporary placeholder page for them to view. Step 3 is getting started. This is where you actually get to start building your website. First up, you can either choose a template or start from scratch. So all of these like website building companies, which I will not be naming names because I am not sponsored by them, even though it's already listed, they allow you to pick from their templates or start from nothing. I actually picked a template because I liked the one of them I saw, and I will be making changes, so it kind of doesn't really matter, but I like that the menu was already set up and I already had some of the pages listed out for me. Next thing I did was to basically create the foundation / skeleton of your website. This is just the basic rough cut of where you are going to be placing things and your pages. So you make a landing page, which is also probably your home page, and then organize all your menus and your sub menus. And I often like to use basic template pages and duplicate them to keep most of my page cohesive. So I will make a page that is mine, and then I will add like the name, the font, the colors, and then just keep duplicating that so I don't have to keep changing it every single time. And then a quick tip, which is so important, is to make sure you link everything as you go so you won't forget in the end, because we hate a broken link and we hate buttons that aren't linkable or clickable, because you will regret it. And I like to link as I go, even if the links aren't fully set up yet, at least you have it typed in, because linking is something I often forget. Step 4, this is the process. Upload all your work, put in all your content, and then this is where you can use your old page for reference, which is what I did. I went back and like sometimes copied over the explanations and then looked at how I had everything set up, pulled in the aspects that I liked, the things I didn't want to change, and then put it onto this new site. I set up my page, I typed in the titles, put in the photos, because as a graphic designer, for me, everything is much more visual. Like, visual works are more important. Not that I'm saying people aren't reading my explanations, I'm just saying that seeing the photos is probably more important than whatever I'm saying. And don't forget, link as you go. Step 5, this is phone format. We have things called smartphones. So smartphones, you can probably check websites, but they are very different from how they look on laptops or PCs because of screen size and the dimensions. So you go in, this is the time where after everything is uploaded, everything is typed, everything is linked. Pretty much your website on the PC or laptop should look the way it's supposed to be, like almost fully functioning. This is when you go into the phone format. So usually on these websites where you're building your website, you can go onto the top and there's a button that looks like an iPhone, and you click on it and then it'll show you the phone format. And then for me, I don't know why, maybe this is just me, but a lot of times things get hidden or thrown out of place. So I go back in, rearrange everything, go through, make sure it looks kind of similar to my website on a laptop and that nothing is hidden or taken out of place or off screen completely. Step 6, final check. This is where you go through and you check all your pages, all your menus, and all your links. Step 7, publish. You can now make your site public and publish it. That means you're pretty much done and you want to share your work with the rest of the world for them to see. This is my final product. I am so happy with it. I think I achieved all of the goals I had originally set, which was to clean it up, make it look not so messy and dirty, and to organize all of my work, including uploading new content, and lastly to make it a lot more user-friendly and not have to go through such a struggle just to click on some buttons. And this is my landing page. I have my logo on the top left hand corner. This is clickable, and to go back to your home page, here I have just my branding identity, which is the logo bigger with my name, graphic designer, illustrator. I said, welcome to my brain, look at all the stuff I made. I have all of my projects here laid out cleanly into square formats, and if you hover over them, they tell you what each project was for. And here I have logo design. So shout out to Vivify, which is a new startup, a tech startup started by my friend Jocelyn. She's doing great work out there. For motion graphics, I didn't change too much of it. I pretty much kept the same format or layout as my old site because I said I had liked how it looked. Here it clearly labeled all of my projects, linked with the videos, and if you hover you can go ahead and play them. These are work illustrations, so things I got pretty much paid to do. Now we can go back to the home page and we can click on for fun. This is personal projects under personal, or I could have gone there through the menu. This page also has this like to the bottom of the page button and then to the top, that way you don't have to scroll through if you just want to get a quick overview. My about page pretty much looks the same. I did not take a new headshot photo, which I will do someday, but we're in lockdown so can't do that. I have my new headshot photo, no, old headshot photo in my new site. Says my name, my quick little blurb about me, and still my resume is linked for you to view. And then lastly, my shop, I still don't have any products because it's been like what, 2 days, so it just says don't have any products right now. But so that is my site. I am very satisfied and happy with how it looks. I think this reflects me as a designer more because as I'm working and growing and gaining experience, this just showcased my growth. I'm no longer like I feel like the old site was like baby designer, she's new to the world, she's quirky, she's trying to stand out. This, I look more professional, it looks more clean, it's easy to use, easy people to find, what they need, and if they need to contact me, I have everything linked in here, or ways to contact me. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other questions or something about design that you want to ask me, you can always reach out, leave a comment, or find me on all of the social media links I have linked in the description. Or you could go to my website, which is jasmineliu.com, just my name. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.